shoe is finally dropped. The other shoe is finally dropped. Kyle Kulinski, son, what's up, son? You know, that Kyle Kulinski. I used to like Kyle Kulinski a lot. I guess you could call me a fanboy. 2016, he's voting for Jill Stein, right? He's the one that's going to debate Cenk Uygur and say third party all the way, third party, third party. But if you believe that the two-party system is fucked, right? I mean, now that he's a celebrity, got a comfortable job, he's not all about the change, right? MLK said that his job was to make to comfort the disturbed and to disturb the comfortable. Well, Kyle's comfortable. Kulinski's comfortable now. He ain't mad no more, right? It's like his life is good. Now it's just all about how much he really actually cared about the people. So this is, I want to believe that it's as presented. So if I'm wrong, I'll correct myself. But this is a video from Jackson Hinkle. Check out Jackson Hinkle with the whole force to vote. I'm like, we're going to get force to vote. We're going to get Medicaid for all. And then when it came time to do it, I was like, oh shit! It's like 2 days from now. There's no organization. Who's going to do anything? And then Jackson Hinkle goes to Washington, D.C. He lives, I think, in Orange County. So he lives a fucking posh life. But he, got on a plane with the fucking D.C. and, went around with the bullhorn. I'm sitting here, in my humble abode and just happy as fuck that somebody's doing something. And I'm just crying because I'm like, well, I guess all of America, it comes down to Jackson Hinkle, I guess. Are we going to get universal health care, or are we going to save America? It's all up to Jackson Hinkle. Let's see if he can, get Medicare for all the one day he went to D.C. to go protest. So Jackson Hinkle's awesome. If you haven't subscribed to Jackson Hinkle, also check out R.M. Brown. And I like that Brian Tyler Cohen, too. R.M. Brown, Brian Tyler Cohen. But Jackson Hinkle, big plug. This is all him. And I think this is so important. I don't want him to take it down or Kyle to take it down, later on. And so I want this to be, recorded. I want posterity to know what happened here today. What happened here today?
By no way, shape, or form the actual...
Kyle Kulinski, I'll tell you what happened. Kyle Kulinski, apparently somebody trolled him. Somebody had a fake account or a fake website or something, I don't know. They sent him messages saying, hey, I'm Nick Brana, and fuck you, Kyle. What do you say about that? And then Kyle Kulinski is like, oh, shit. Oh, no. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how good can your ratings be when you're not hungry for change no more? He's a fucking celebrity. He's doing good. He's doing good and fine. He could just be like OJ, just do a bunch of autographs. Kyle Kulinski don't have to worry about, just be the view, right? Just be a talking head. He talks about running for office and how easy it would be. It'd be so easy to win all. It'd be so easy. And then he'll say, well, go to another fucking, Hillary Clinton goes to another fucking, anyways. All right.
The YouTube channel, but Kyle thought it was the official People's Party YouTube channel. It's a fake account. I don't really know why they call themselves Official People's Party US, but they do. And Kyle was baited into he got kind of heated. So let's just watch this. But there is some interesting stuff here that we can pick apart from what he says.
Okay, what are you saying? Let me know if you want to talk in that kind of setting. We can talk. Official People's Party US. So I guess this is Nick Brana who wants to bait me into some sort of debate.
It was not Nick Brana. It's unfortunate that someone was trying to bait him.
So something about a YouTube account. They called themselves the Official People's Party, and then the Official People's Party YouTube account sent Kyle Kulinski, and that's how good of a he could sift through the bullshit, right? Good old Kyle Kulinski. He could spot the fake news from the true news. He knows what's up. He knows what's up. He can cut through the bullshit, right? Oh, okay, People's Party. Hide behind People's Party. Nick. I know it's you, Nick. Nick Brana. I know you're fucking with me. And you know what? I kind of hate you anyway, so I'm glad you did this. Because it does seem like Kyle Kulinski is like, I don't really want to unleash. I don't want to. Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am? I can't stand when motherfuckers say shit like that. Do you know who I am? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Doesn't matter if you're King God, fucking, King George III, right? Tyrants come and go. Civilizations, empires come and go. Who the fuck are you? You're going to be somebody that you're going to be, from dust to dust, right? You started out as dust and you'll end up as dust. And so, I'm stardust, but you're just like earth dust,
I'm into this sort of a debate and posturing as, officials People's Party. But again, there is some stuff that we can glean from Kyle's response here.
Dude, I wish you well. I hope you build your party. The last thing you should want is a prominent lefty YouTuber to, be put in a position where I come out strongly against you.
Oh, shit! Kyle Kulinski gonna fucking drop an elbow, people's elbow, from
That's the... you don't understand. I hope you succeed. I just don't think you will. There's a big difference. I want you to do well. I don't think you're going to do well. I'm doing an objective description of what I think will happen. That's not saying I want you to not do well. I hope you do well.
Did Kyle Kulinski just say doo-doo? You hope you do. Kyle. I feel like Kyle's doo-doo in his shorts right now. Kyle, you doo-dooing in your shorts right now?
Do well. So I don't know why you would even want to lean in.
And I'll say this. Like I said, I used to be a Kyle Kulinski fanboy because, same reason for Jimmy Dore, same reason for AOC, being a working class person, having to go through the goddamn struggle and shit. It's nice to have motherfuckers out there fighting on your behalf. And so 2016, Kyle Kulinski was saying shit that nobody else was saying. He was to the left of Jink. Jink was going to, go with the main party line, but he was going to vote third party. So now he's coming, he's coming hard at the, the most prominent third party, or the one that's got the momentum, the one that's exciting, the Green Party, utter failure. And then he's going to, he's going to say he wants them to do well, which I guess, is that true? You went off on the motherfucker out of nowhere, right? So, okay, somebody from YouTube said, all right, we'll have a discussion, and he's assuming it was Nick Brana, and then it's just incredible. It's almost like, okay, Kyle Kulinski's walking down the street and someone's like, fuck you, you stupid bitch. And he's like, is that Nick? Did Nick just call me a stupid bitch? No, he didn't. But you clearly have some fucking issues with Nick Brana, huh? Mr. Party Establishment running interference, Mr. fucking Establishment, don't want change no more, Mr. Celebrity. He's got, dementia, Mr. Dementia. Are you a doctor? Is that a fucking actual, a medical diagnosis there? Are you a medical expert, or are you just a fucking blowhard on the internet that got lucky, right? You started to do some shit? I don't know. Yeah. Like David Pakman. My God, can you get more conservative than David Pakman? All he does is watch fucking right-wing TV all day, and it's like, and did you see what they said? They said that's wrong. That's wrong.
Come out more against you, because if we have a debate and a discussion, and you find out all the ways in which I disagree with you, I promise you it's not going to go well for you.
See, this is him still being arrogant. It would be a great debate. Hey, Kyle Kulinski, debate Nick Brana. Actually, that's how you make up for this. That's how you make up for this fuck-up. Actually debate Nick Brana on the issues, on the policies, and let's see how many times you say, son, what's up, son? Because I think debating with all the lefties, all the YouTubers on the left, all the, better than TYTers, all the force of vote YouTubers, we all need to debate. We all need to debate. Let's just pick a topic and let's go at it. Let's debate. Because if you're genuine, you want change, you want things to happen, I think that would be a good conversation. For one thing, I think YouTubers could actually, aim for a specific change. Hey, Kyle Kulinski, why don't you end the war on drugs? Quit bitching about the war on drugs. Actually fucking end it. Come up with a list of 10 policy objectives that you want. If I could have given money to Jink, I don't have money, but if I had money to give, I'd be happy to give it to Kulinski and Jink and anybody else that has other shit going on. Jink was talking about Wolfpack getting money out of the politics, right? Before I knew he was a grifter and son of a bitch. That makes it easier for me to give you money. Motherfuckers want to come up here and be like, give me money, give me money. Motherfucker, give me hope. Give me hope. Give you money. You need to run for office. You need to have something else that's going in the pipeline, something, coming down the pike. You got Justice Democrats. That was awesome when Kyle did that. When they was doing the Wolfpack, that was awesome. So if people are actually doing real concrete change, then, you know, Jimmy Dore isn't even doing that shit. I want real concrete change, and you know, you fuckers just what, you think you're so pretty, you think you're so goddamn entertaining? No, I want change, motherfuckers. I don't give a fuck how entertaining and how pretty or ugly you are. The one that's going to bring me change, that's the one that I'm going to listen to. Bunch of blowhard motherfuckers, oh, look at me, I've done well for myself. Good, good, I'm happy if you do well for yourself.
What you should do is accept my tepid support of, like, I hope you do well, while thinking you're not going to do well.
Okay, Noam Chomsky, accept your tepid support. Fuck you. And then he wants to say that there's no chance of third parties winning. He's going to say that later on. No chance of third parties winning. Right, Kyle Kulinski, because we have nothing but Whigs and Federalists. Everywhere you go, Whigs and Federalists. You can't have a successful third party in America. I mean, you got to ignore American history and ignore the Republicans and the Democrat Party because they were third party. But let's just ignore that, right? We still have the Whigs, we still have the Federalists, and then here's another thing. This is America, and we live in the information age. If now isn't the time to get a third party, a viable third party, when the fuck is the time to get a viable third party? Jesus Christ, we know the system is rigged. We know it's an uphill battle. We know all that. I'm not for sure if, you know, he's going to do well or not. Basically, I've given up on America, on the 50 nifty United States. I'm banking on Colorado. And I'm giving the Democrats a chance. But 2 more years of, you know, abuse, I'm going to give up the Democrats forever and ever. I just feel like I never gave them a chance. Grew up Republicans and just been radical, you know, ever since. And it's just so easy to kind of... So let's actually, okay, I'm a Democrat. I'm going to be a Democrat for a couple years. Let's see. I mean, I'm in Colorado. We passed police reform. They got rid of death penalty. We released the gray wolves. There's a lot of fucking badass shit that's happening in Colorado and continues to happen. Progressive. It's a progressive state. So come on, everybody, you know. If you're in a red state, you are fucked. You are fucked. Get yourself to a blue state immediately. But, all right, sorry. I was going to actually just comment on this and then let it play because I feel like they're going to take this.
You think I'm wrong in that assumption?
I do think you're wrong.
People's Party folks have been elected since you founded the party.
Oh! So, Kyle Kulinski is like, okay, Nick Brana, you know that People's Party you just started yesterday? How many elections have you won? Huh? What? What? Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that People's Party thing you just started yesterday, there hasn't been an election. There has been no election. What are you talking? Kyle, what the fuck are you talking about? You've been stuck in your goddamn ivory tower for way too goddamn long, motherfucker. You're not the smartest motherfucker in the world. I never watched him. I mean, I guess I was calling myself a fanboy, but I never put him on a pedestal like, this is my God. I felt like, okay, this is a person that kind of has similar views to me, and he's got the platform, he's making money, he's doing it. So that's why he was saying shit that nobody else was saying. So now, you know, the hunger isn't there. He's not saying the exciting things. I mean, pretty soon you're going to see he's going to have them big poofy. He's going to have them big poofy. What this feels like to me. Well, let's hear some more. Kyle Kulinski.
Okay, so let's pause there. First and foremost, is the People's Party, I mean, like, they haven't had an election cycle to potentially elect people in.
Exactly.
So the conversation about, like, do you have anyone who's been elected so far?
Yeah,
like,
son.
If you don't, like, you know, like, don't even come at me if you haven't gotten anyone elected, because we got just the Democrats elected. The People's Party hasn't had a chance to elect anyone because they haven't had a party that's gone.
They haven't had an election. How the fuck are you supposed to win a goddamn... Does Kyle Kulinski even know how government and politics works? You can't win a government chair unless you actually run for... And you have to have an election. Does he even know? I don't know. I'm not sure Kyle Kulinski... I think he relies way too much on Noam Chomsky. I don't know. Does Kyle... I mean, seems somewhat educated, somewhat intelligent, maybe has a decent IQ. But maybe am I projecting myself on?
I think it's not cool. Where they've run candidates. So, for starters, that's really not a an accurate or like a fair charge you can make against the People's Party, in my opinion. What I will say is, do I think that they're going to get people elected in this first round of candidates? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I think the odds are definitely not in their favor. I would not be surprised if not a single candidate was elected. I hope they do. I wanna work to help candidates if I align with them. But it's gonna be tough. It's gonna be tough. But
another thing I see is that he hate us because he ain't us. He was for Jill Stein, so he's been, telling everybody else to vote third party. Now he's gonna hate fucking third parties. He sees himself in Nick Brana and jealous, and then Nick Brana hurt his feelings, and then instead of, verifying that, he was like, you know what? I don't care if that person in that car that just called me a name that just drove by was Nick Brana or not. I'm going to his house. I'm going to kick his ass. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. You know what? He probably said something to another person, and then it got around to him, okay? Butterfly effect shit. that had to have been Nick. Who else would that have been? It had to have been Nick.
Again, the People's Party hasn't had an election cycle to run candidates. So to say that oh my God, they haven't.
Yeah, son! People's Party hasn't won an election. There hasn't been any elections, but fuck. If Kyle Kulinski ran the People's Party, he'd win elections without an election. That's how fucking smart Kyle Kulinski is.
What are they called? The Democratic, they're not board members. Are they board members? Democratic.
The board members.
No, that wouldn't even make sense. There's some random. There's state assembly members and there's some random positions that People's Party candidates now officially hold throughout the United States, not because they've run for those positions and won, but because they have switched over from being a Democrat to being a People's Party candidate.
Nice.
So the first DSA member that was ever elected
So people are getting elected as a Democrat and then saying, psych, I'm actually People's Party. Psych, I'm green. Nah, I'm Libertarian.
Switched over from a Democrat to a People's Party member. So
that's one way. That's one way to
over, and there is representation, but there's no one who's run because there hasn't been an election cycle yet.
I'm not taking a shot at you. I'm just saying, relax.
Kind of feels like you're taking a shot with the tone. I mean, your tone, Kyle, it's all wrong. Your tone is all wrong. I'm not taking a shot at you, really. Really. How come nobody's won an election then, huh? What's up? What's up, People's Party? They just got started a year or a day ago, and he's going to say, well, I admit, Justice Democrats, you started that shit, 2 years ago, and then they kicked you out. You got kicked out. You're just like, what's his fucking name with The Intercept, right? You got kicked out of your own club. You did not. I feel like I admire that, and you didn't really organize it correctly if you got kicked out of your own club, or maybe you organized it so fucking brilliantly.
With the whole
I can go either way on that one.
And let's talk about it. No, I want you to do well. You have good policy ideas, so I agree with you. I wish you well. I just don't think you're going to do well because you haven't fucking done well so far. Yeah,
you stupid bitch! And this ain't me taking a shot at you. I'm not trying to own you, you stupid bitch! Oh shit, Tony Soprano! Hey everybody, chill out. Tony Soprano's talking.
And I don't see a plan in effect that will make you do well. So, and there's no pithy response of, oh, he's defending the Justice Democrats. You can make here because fuck the Justice Democrats.
Oh, the founder! It's like Glenn Greenwald being like, fuck you, Intercept! Or John Adams being like, fuck you, America! You went off track. That is not
wrong. They did bad. But that doesn't mean that you're the solution when you haven't had a solution. So...
Yeah, you're not the solution, Nick. I am. Kyle Kulinski here, the solution.
Sorry, that's the truth.
I don't know how much Kyle keeps up with, sometimes I feel like Kyle's commentary is a little bit,
stale?
Delayed.
Wait.
I feel like Kyle's commentary is a little bit, delayed. There's certain things, certain streamers I noticed that his his commentary, like, he doesn't stay maybe just as up to date as I do with certain subsects of left politics, and there's some things that Kyle stays far more up to date on, and he's far more informed on as far as current events go than I am, right?
I'm just gonna let this run on because this is important. I don't want Jackson or Kyle to take it down, so we got to hear Kyle Kulinski just going off on Nick Brana. It just kind of, if you suspected, this also makes me feel like this was the Humanist Report kind of moment, too. The Humanist Report, when forced the vote, he got on Twitter and just said something about, balls and testicles and titties or something. It was just like, Twitter ain't real, and it was kind of like, that's your contribution to the fucking force the vote, is that you're a dumb, stupid, douchebag piece of shit. You're comfortable. Okay, Humanist Report. You're comfortable, David Dole. You're comfortable. MLK said we need to disturb you and then comfort the disturbed. So that Fiorella, we need to give her as many hugs as we can give that Fiorella. The passion's there. She's smart, sophisticated, smart. Just need to get organized. Just need to, hit the iron when it's hot.
Like, for example, like on Crystal Column, for instance, they bring on a bunch of like journalists and authors that I probably couldn't tell you the first thing about. But what I will say is that maybe Kyle doesn't have a good understanding what the People's Party is doing. Like it or not, their idea is to essentially crowdsource a slate of congressional candidates that they will be running in 2022. They are taking applications for nominations for candidates running for office. You can nominate yourself, or you can be nominated by someone else to run for Congress. And they're going to run a slate of candidates in 2022. So that's their plan, and to say that they don't have a plan, or to say they don't have any sort of path forward, I think is, again, not really a fair characterization. Kyle could say, I don't think that's a good plan for reasons X, Y, and Z, or I think they could have a better plan if they did this. But this is not a fair charge to make, saying that they don't have any plan. They do have a plan, like it or not, and that's what it is.
I wish you well, but I don't think you're going to do well. That's my take on it, and you don't want me to...
So Kyle Kulinski's trying to own Nick Brana, right? He's going to say he hates this, celebrity shit. He's going to try to own Nick Brana, but Kyle Kulinski ends up owning himself.
So expound on that more, because it won't go well for you.
Again...
Oh! I know it's Nick!
This heated moment. It happens to best of us. It's happened to me before. It'll happen to everyone.
So Nick Brana, as a person, sure, he's a great guy. Nick Brana's ideas in terms of policy, him and I 99% agree.
Kyle Kulinski's going to go outside, see his whole house toilet papered, and just be like, fucking Nick Brana. Nick Brana. He's going to stub his toe. Fucking Nick Brana, what'd you put the door jam?
Sure of it. I just don't think his path is going to work. That's it. That's all I'm saying. That's the end of my claim. There's nothing there that he's going to push me off of. It's not going to happen. I've already evaluated all the evidence. When we co-founded Justice Democrats, I actually seriously looked at the
Look, I'm the great Kyle Kulinski! When I stake out a position, I won't fucking move. Just stay the course, Kyle, just like Baby Bush in Iraq. Just stay the course.
The route of doing a third party. I think...
Now, I'll also add, I think, all things being equal, like if I was in Kyle's position and I was trying to start something at the same time he was with regard to like an insurgent leftist movement, I definitely think an insurgent movement to overtake the Democratic Party from within would have been my approach as well. It's why I supported the Justice Democrats. It's why I donated to them. It's why I believed in the message. And it's far more, plausible way to bring about progressive policies in the United States. Like that's it's a lot easier than starting a whole new third party.
I think it's doomed to failure, which is why we didn't try the third party, which is why we tried to take over the Democratic Party. Granted, that also didn't work, but I gave it my best shot in the path I thought was most viable, right? He has even less success than we had, so He doesn't have any of these People's Party people elected.
Again, they haven't had a fucking election cycle. How are you supposed to have any of them elected if you haven't had an election cycle yet? And also, they technically do have people serving in office who switched their party affiliation to become People's Party members. And there would probably be more if you could register as a People's Party member in more states. There's only a few states you can register in. They've already had a bunch of people switch over in those states. So that's definitely not a fair, charge to make against the People's Party.
And there was also a scandal involving them recently that I made an active decision not to cover. And the reason I decided not to cover it is because, again,
Scandal!
I think the people generally mean well, and I don't want to rip the left to shreds. So
People's Party scandal.
I chose to cover it. I took a side on that scandal that I think. It was controversial, right? For some people, vehemently disagreed with me on it. I covered it because I think Kyle kind of even points out here that he chose not to cover it because he didn't want to tear the left to shreds, but. Had it been a controversy, a scandal to a level which merited coverage, he probably would have covered it. So I think Kyle is kind of even conceding here that it wasn't that big of a deal, or at least it wasn't a big enough deal for him to cover. I covered it. I feel like I had a pretty principled take on it. I thought it was unfortunate what happened, but I don't.
I'm typing in People's Party scandal in Google News, and I'm not seeing anything.
My reaction to it, honestly, to everybody, is grow the fuck up. Grow up. Do you want solidarity? Do you want to win on these issues, or do you want to sit here like reality star idiots and giggle all day and talk about how this person owned this person and this person owned that person? And no, that's not what it's about. It's actually about getting these ideas implemented, spreading these ideas, making the tent bigger, not smaller.
Yeah, it's not about owning Nick Brana. Fucking Nick Brana. The motherfucker. A car cut me off on my way to work today. I know it was Nick. It had been Nick. Who else would it be?
Why would I debate Nick Brana when we 99% agree on the issues? And why would I make it so that...
Now you got to debate Nick Brana. You got to debate the tactics and the strategies. And actually, the policy differences, that would be awesome. And actually, watching two intelligent lefty motherfuckers, go at it about, anything. War on drugs, the electoral college, whatever the fuck, pick a topic. And it'll sharpen both of your rhetorical axes. And you might convince the other one. Probably not. That's not, I don't know. The debate is the show, right? You got to win at the debate, but then later on you might say, well, that motherfucker had a good point. He had a good point. I hadn't considered it.
Half the fucking People's Party people hate me, and then half of my fucking gigantic audience hates him. I don't want that to happen. So
then don't allow that to happen, Kyle. You got your hatred, this internal hatred of Nick Brana that's inside you. It could be jealousy. You're both youngish, right? Instead of you starting a third party, he started a third party, and then you went to the View couch or whatever it is that you're doing. Not the comfy couch. Why don't you elevate some motherfucking YouTubers? The Rising, Crystal Ball, Kyle Kulinski. I'm sure you have. The Vanguard? Would you interview the Vanguard guys? Because the Vanguard guys went, oh my gosh. That's what I heard. That's just what I heard.
It's like, what do you want?
I'm going to be honest with all of you. I reached out to Nick because I saw the Vanguard boys were like, Nick is probably shitting his boots right now, or shitting in Vanguard boys were like, Nick is probably shaking in his boots right now, or shitting himself watching this. Nick hadn't even seen this clip. Nick was not at all involved in these messages that were sent to him. Like it was not Nick or anyone close to Nick who sent this shit. It was some like rando at a fake account who sent it.
He got fucking trolled. So that whole thing that Russia hacked the election, Kyle Kulinski was on the right side of that issue. But if all that Russia did was put out ads and fake accounts and then convince people to think differently, I think he was totally a useful idiot, right? I don't.
What do you want to be an internet celebrity, or do you want to actually affect change and move?
Yeah, Kyle. Do you want to be an internet celebrity, or do you actually want to affect change? You fuck. You know what? This feels like Eminem and MG Kelly, Machine Gun Kelly. And actually, I'll start it off here for the next one. But because Eminem, why did he go